person I want to see. I've got a little job for you.
Well, Stiffy, how nice to see you looking so well. You are well, I trust? And I'm not doing any little jobs.
Oh, Bertie, don't be such a stick. It will only take you 5 minutes.
Hey, you! Don't wander all over the house like that.
Well,
A minute. I know you. You're that fellow Wooster.
Madeline asked Bertie down, Uncle Watkin.
Madeline did? How long for?
Well, a week was mentioned.
No. Good God. Well, welcome to Totleigh. I must have a talk with Madeline.
Well, Jeeves, Totleigh is still the hellhole we know and love.
Indeed, sir.
But, Jeeves, and it's a but the size of Hyde Park, I have it straight from the horse's mouth that Miss Bassett and Gussie are sweethearts still.
I fear you may be too sanguine, sir. Miss Bassett's sentiments may be such as you have described, but on Mr. Finknottle's side there exists no little dissatisfaction.
You mean she's a sweetheart still, but he isn't?
Precisely, sir. I encountered Mr. Finknottle in the stable yard when I was putting away the car. His story has occasioned me grave unease.
Jeeves, I have the unpleasant feeling that centipedes are sauntering up and down my spinal column in large numbers, waiting for their friends. What's happened?
Miss Bassett has insisted that Mr. Finknottle adopt a vegetarian diet, sir.
What do you mean, spinach and similar garbage?
So I gather, sir.
Well, no wonder Gussie said that Madeline made him feel sick. Blast all vegetables, say I.
The cook expressed herself in similar vein when Mr. Finknottle explained his predicament to her, sir. It melted her heart in sympathy for his distress.
Well, I'm not sure I'm in the mood to hear about cooks' hearts, Jeeves, molten or otherwise.
Nevertheless, sir, she did instruct Mr. Finknottle that if he was agreeable to visiting the kitchen during the hours of darkness when the house had retired for the night, she would very happily supply him with cold steak and kidney pie.
Oh, Jeeves, this is wonderful.
Cold steak and kidney pie is, of course, merely a palliative, sir.
On the contrary, Jeeves, it's Gussie's favourite dish. Does about 90 miles to the slice.
With you, Bertie.
Yes, Gussie. The very same, except no substitutes. What are you doing?
I was hoping there might be some nuts with the cocktails, but no. Do you know what it's like to be perpetually hungry, Bertie?
Courage, Gussie. Think of the old S&K.
F&K?
Steak and kidney. Shh. That cook sounds like an angel in human form.
She is, as you know.
No, I don't know. I haven't had the pleasure.
Of course you have. It's Emerald Stoker.
Emerald Stoker is the cook?
It appears she's dependent on a monthly allowance from her father in New York. But earlier this month, she put everything on Sunny Dim in the 3 o'clock at Kempton.
Sad, sad. I guess you could have touched me.
My dear Bertie, a girl like that doesn't borrow money. Much too proud.
Harold is in sole charge of the school treat this year.
Oh, well done, Stinker.
Uncle Watkin is going to give them a vicarage, and we'll be able to get married.
We'll see, my dear. We'll see.
Sir Watkin's kindly allowing us to exhibit his collection of silver. We're putting up a special tent for it.
Gussie could bring some newts.
What?
To the school treat. It would be interesting for people to look at newts.
I'm not going to have my newts stared at by all and sundry. Also, Madeline, I don't see why you're allowed to eat roast beef when you're meant to be a vegetarian.
Oh, Gussie, how could you? How cruel.
You devil in human form, Finknottle.
Well, I don't
You
see
know
why-
perfectly well Madeline has to eat meat for medical reasons. She's delicate.
I hate every mouthful. It's torture.
Well, it doesn't look like torture to me.
Oh, Gussie.
I'll talk to you later, Finknottle.
That's new, isn't it, Sir Watkin?
What?
That thing in the middle of the table. Attractive little bijou.
Uncle Watkin bought it from a man named Plank, who lives over in Hockley-cum-Meston. It's worth £1,000, but it's evil. It should never have been allowed into the house.
Rot, Stephanie. It's a perfectly ordinary African tribal totem.
Oh, well, golly. Soapstone, is it?
Amber. Black amber.
It's got a curse on it. It's been nothing but bad luck. Bertie!
What ho, Stevie?
Come in here. That black statue thing on the table at dinner. Why do you think Major Plank let Uncle Watty have it for £5?
£5? I thought you said it was 1,000.
I said it was worth that. When your uncle, Tom Travers, was over here, Uncle Watty told him that he'd spotted it on this fellow Plank's mantelpiece and had told Plank that it was worth practically nothing, but that he'd give him a £5 for it. He gloated over how clever he'd been. Little did he know.
What do you mean, little did he know?
It has got a curse on it.
Oh, what rot.
Since it arrived here, there's been nothing but accidents. But didn't you feel the evil power emanating from it?
No?
It's changing Uncle Watkin, too. He's getting nasty and short-tempered.
Well, now, wait a minute, Stiffy. I hate to be the one to break this to you, but your Uncle Watkin has always been nasty and short-tempered. The midwife who delivered him remarked on it.
No, it's different now. It's the power of that terrible thing. That's why he won't give Harold a vicarage so that we can get married. And that's why you're going to steal it.
Oh, no, Stiffy. No, I told you, no little jobs.
Then you take it back to Plank and get him to give you £5 for it.
Why can't you just throw it away?
You can't do that. If you did that, you'd bring the curse down on yourself. No, it has to go back to the last person in the chain. And if money changed hands, then exactly the same amount must change hands again.
No, Stiffy, I'm sorry, but I have never in my life heard such an earful of unadulterated gammon. No. And no, I'm sorry, but I'm issuing a nolle prosequi on this one.
A most extraordinary thing happened last night, Bertie.
I wasn't here.
No. At about 2 o'clock, I woke up and heard someone creeping about. Well, you know how those stairs creak. Anyway, I got up and saw Gussie sneaking down to the kitchen. The door was open a crack and I peered in, and there was the cook, shoveling cold steak and kidney pie into Gussie, like a stevedore loading a grain ship.
Really? Well, yes, very interesting.
Isn't it? The thought flashed into my mind there and then that if Madeline got to hear about this, poor old Gussie would be given the bum's rush before he knew what had hit him.
Well, yes, if.
And you know who'd be next in line?
You wouldn't tell her.
You know how indiscreet I am, Bertie.
Oh, Stiffy, this is blackmail. Why can't you pinch the blasted statue yourself?
Suppose I got caught. Tonight. Eh, Bertie?
Oh, Stiffy.
Damn.
Feel better?
Emerald.
I know I heard something.
I'd come down for a book.
One would have thought it would have been within the scope of even your limited abilities to press a light switch.
You never think of that, though, do you?
What are you holding behind your back, Wooster?
Back?
Back! Yes, You've heard the word before, I presume?
Back, rather, yes. Yes, back, front, side, other side.
So what is it you have there? Let me see your hands, Wooster! This instant!
Shoot him, Watkin. Don't show him any mercy.
Hands, Wooster.
Oh, hands. Right.
Oh.
Tinkety-tonk.